lawsuit alleges LMPD has violated the First and Fourth Amendment rights of peaceful protesters, and that Mayor Greg Fisher has done little to stop it.
It's probably the most terrifying 8 minutes of my life, just trying to stumble and run, blinded.
State Representative Attica Scott says she was separated from her daughter by a wall of tear gas the night of May 29th. She had joined protesters downtown calling for justice for Breonna Taylor.
We pay LMPD to protect and serve us, not to act violently against us, not to use excessive force against us, not to attack us with chemical weapons.
She's one of half a dozen people who joined a lawsuit filed by the ACLU of Kentucky and the NAACP, claiming LMPD officers have used excessive force against protesters on a number of occasions over the last 2 months. The suit details the department's use of tear gas, pepper balls, and flashbangs, as well as mass arrests.
The use of force by police officers is a major escalating factor.
Aaron Tusek is an attorney with the ACLU of Kentucky.
In situations where there's perhaps a few individuals who are engaging in property destruction, the appropriate response is to deal with those individuals, not engage in indiscriminate uses of force, such as firing tear gas canisters.
The lawsuit specifically names members of LMPD leadership, including Interim Chief Rob Schroeder. It also accuses Mayor Greg Fisher of enabling the violation of protesters' constitutional rights, pointing to several instances when the mayor has defended police.
Some of the peaceful protesters are getting upset with LMPD when tear gas is deployed. Who those peaceful protesters should be upset with are the protesters that are hijacking this event for their own purposes, not LMPD. LMPD wants to keep people safe.
Unfortunately, Fisher has shown us that he is no longer the mayor for Louisville. He is not my mayor. I wish that he would resign.
The lawsuit is seeking monetary damages for the protesters and a court order to prevent LMPD from using widespread force during future protests. Scott says she hopes it will compel LMPD to rethink their tactics.
The police are standing together with one another against us, the people. So we, the people, have to stand together with one another to say we will not put up with this.
Denny Camper, WLKY News.
In a statement, a spokesperson for Mayor Greg Fisher said the complaint raises very important issues as we, as a city and a nation, work through the complexities of balancing personal and public safety with a person's First Amendment right to protest. We'll work with the Jefferson County Attorney's Office on any further response.